Hey, I'm coming to you with a dream I had. It had to be about maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. This dream I had was I didn't. Well, first to say I didn't ask for this type of dream. I didn't pray for this type of dream. I was praying on a certain things I was seeing. I was really seeking God's counsel on some certain things with certain people in the world, and I was just being like I try to be every single time I go to the Lord, just be an open book, trying not to put any parameters, any walls, nothing before God. Just being open in every aspect. And so, this dream, it was about Obama. I've had another dream like this, but not this intense. Not this is the most intense one I've ever had, ever. And in this dream, I was seated right in front of Obama, just like you see me. I was really like maybe 5 or 10 feet away from Obama, and he was sitting in a chair, and I was just observing, but I wasn't at the same time. Like I was physically or spiritually there, but I wasn't interacting with him. And so in this dream, I saw Obama sitting in the chair. He was wearing a green hat. Back in, let's say, World War II, they would wear those green hats. I don't know the name of it. He had a green general suit. On his left side, he had tons of stripes and badges, just like a general would. He had on his shoulder, he had another badge. On some reason, like right here, he had a badge, but it was of his face. And his face on that badge looked very decayed. It looked somewhat demonic, old, and desolate. And it was sewn into there. And then in the dream, he didn't say anything. He was just looking at me the whole time, looking at me. And I was looking at him, just observing. And in the dream, I see him looking at me, and he starts to change. His face starts to change gray. It's a gray, but almost a dark purple gray. And his jawbone, his cheeks become more defined, more chiseled. His forehead becomes more defined. He gets little horns coming out, like very small ones, two of them. And then all of a sudden, his countenance changes, and as he's changing, I'm feeling complete evil. God has, by His grace, opened me up very spiritually to feel when demons are around, to address the demonic presence. I work in delivery, and so I'm going to other people's houses a lot. And God has blessed me to go to people's houses to feel demonic presences. And as I'm delivering items to their home, they don't know, but I'm fighting off the demons in their home. It's all to God's glory. And this is the same way I felt in the dream, but this was a strong, strong demon. This was a very strong demon. It was like, based off my experience, it was like you had, like if I were to go into a cluster and go into someone's home and there's a cluster of maybe 20 to 50 demons in there. It was like 20 to 50 in one. Kind of like in the book of, in the gospel where Jesus was like, cast it out, 2,000 demons out of that one man. It was kind of like that. Felt like Obama had a cluster of demons, but it was just one demon. And the evil as he was changing was so strong. And he continued to change. So his face turned from gray to that blackish gray purple to like half of his face here was white, and then half of his face here was red. And I went all the way down his body. I couldn't see past his clothing, but I believe his hands did it too. And I saw his face change, and he was just looking at me, just showing himself, revealing the entity within him. And the whole time I'm stuck in this dream. I'm trying to get out because the evil is so strong and so evil, like my spirit wants to get away from it. And I'm trying to yank myself out the dream, and I can't. And then eventually I get strong enough, and I literally yank myself out the dream, and I yell out in my room, "Get off of me." Because I felt like he was that close. The evil of his presence was that on me that I had to yank it off. And that was pretty much the dream. I know I asked God about the election. I was asking him, these things are happening. Some people are saying this, people are saying that. I didn't question it. I didn't rebuke anybody. I didn't try to say, "Oh, you're wrong, this is going to happen. Oh, you're wrong, this is going to happen." I was like, all right, God, I'm coming to you. I'm seeing that things are happening this way, this way. People are saying this. Some people, quote unquote, hear from you saying this. What is it you want to show me? And that's what I was shown. So that's pretty much it. If anyone can confirm this, cool. This is my second time of seen Obama being revealed. The first time I had it was, I had a dream where I was in some place and I saw Obama's face, and he didn't say anything to me either, but I remember seeing him like reaching under his jaw and about to pull his face off, and the dream ended. Long story short, it was a long dream. But I think that next day or that same morning, someone I think who might have been subscribed to me at that time or still is, emailed me, inboxed me of a dream they had of Obama. And it literally confirmed what I was shown. I didn't ask for a confirmation. I didn't even ask "Hey God, give me confirmation it's a dream." I didn't have time to, because that same day, I think, it was given. It was already there. I've also had, back in 2013, many of you guys might know, if you stuck with me 2013, one of my first videos was a dream about Obama. And that dream was, I was with a man, and I can describe him to the T. He was a mid 40-year-old man. He was white, Caucasian. He had somewhat grayish, but more of a brown hair. He was big, heavy set. We were in a hangar. We were in a warehouse, and there was guns all on this warehouse on like a big rack. And I'm standing next to him, and this dream is so vivid that I can feel the breeze. I can tell the temperature of the air at night. It was that vivid, like I was there. And I'm standing next to this guy, and I didn't say much, but I'm looking directly in front of me, and I see weapons in front of me. I see rifles, guns, and I see a knife. And I go to reach for the knife to grab it, but then I stop and take my hand back. And then I look to my right, and I look at the man, and I see him grab a rifle. I can't tell you what kind of rifle it was. I'm not good with guns. But then I asked him, I was like, "What are we doing here?" And he said, "We're going to go kill Obama." I was like, okay. Kind of not like I wasn't partaking in it, but I was going with him to see him do it. And so he got in the driver's seat, I got in the passenger seat, and it was still nighttime. And it was a 4-door sedan kind of car. And we drove off into the night, going to go get him. And when I shared that dream in 2013, there was someone else who was subscribed to me or saw it, finish that dream. Like, I had a chunk of the first part of the dream, and God gave him the second part without him knowing me. And he said, "You have to contact me quickly, like hurry and contact me because I have to tell you something." I'm like, okay. So I contact this guy, and he's like, "I know who the guy you're talking about." I was like, "Oh, really?" He said, "Yes." He was like, he's around the mid 40s. He's white, kind of heavy set, describing him just like I am. And he saw him do the action, kill Obama. He saw him. He said it was like some kind of speech. It was some kind of I don't know if it was a debate, a speech, if he was given some kind of award ceremony, something. But he said it was a speech, and the guy kills him. He gets a deadly head wound. He was describing the deadly head wound as very gruesome. It was like very grotesque where he got shot. It was like around here somewhere. And but yeah, I can only share what's been given. If God shows me anything, cool. I do ask. I know this is a very controversial topic. Many people think one thing, many people think another. Please, if it comes to that point, just agree to disagree and leave it at that. Please don't let it get to some kind of opening for the enemy to come into the situation when it's God's gift giving this situation in the first place. Don't let the enemy win in this type of thing. That's all I'm saying. Walk in the spirit, not in your flesh. But yeah, I'm just going to try to get some more videos out. I got a couple of visions. I have another dream to get out. I've just been really busy, exhausted. Let's just say the battle is intense. The battle is intense lately. But see you guys later.